Well, are you going to jump or not?
Listen, my friend, is this a competition of who's going to jump first or what? Let's be fair. You jump now. If there are no dogs, then I'll jump after you.
Look, buddy, I'm going to hit you on your head so you react. What the heck is wrong with you? Move, man. Move.
Aunt Azucena, could it be that Manolito left because I forced him out of his bedroom, huh?
Oh, don't be silly, Rosita. We have been dealing with him for a long time, and it's not anything that you have done, believe me.
No one can feel guilty, and there are no excuses that count here. Juana, I would not say anything. You can say all you want.
And I will say it, Mother, without your permission, don't worry.
If Manuel left, it was because it was time for him to leave home. He wasn't kicked out, and no one pushed him to do so.
Hurry! Help! Mrs. Azuk, there are two men trying to get in through the back. Hurry!
What?
But hurry! Don't you see that they're going to get in if you don't hurry? Hurry! Let's get some help, okay? Let's go! Hurry!
Look, there are no dogs in that house, but there's a little boy who has the loudest voice I've ever heard in my life.
Run, let's get out. Not that way. The police will come that way.
I am leaving on a trip, Desiree, so I will appreciate it if you kept an eye on things here at the office.
That means you're leaving on a trip with your wife, right? Carlota told me about it.
That's right. I'm going with Carlota and Raphael.
Right. Your son. And knowing the way you are, I can bet you're doing it more for his sake than for Carlota, right?
Forgive me for telling you this, Desiree, but my trip, or the reason for my trip, is a personal matter. So I don't know. I don't see that this is any of your business. Don't you think so?
Here are the tickets the travel agency sent you.
This is the solution to my problems, Mom. And while I solve my problems over there, the other one will be taken care of. Here, in her own house.
And what do you mean by that? Oh my goodness, this is so scary. But what did those thugs come to do in this house?
I'm sure they realize that there's nothing to steal here.
Mother, they didn't have to come inside to know that there's nothing to take here. Just by looking outside the house, they can tell.
Enough! Silence! Can't you communicate like normal people and speak softly? Normal people? Juana, don't argue with your mom or your grandmother or anything. We just went to a terrible scare. We scared a pair of thieves that were jumping in over the wall.
Yes.
That part of 3 sounds too many. What she means is that I scared them away.
A couple of thieves?
Yes, Nicholas saw 2 guys climbing over the wall in the back.
So you and Carlota are thinking that a little trip to the Caribbean islands is going to fix all the problems you have, right? Mauricio, you're not going to tell me again that it's none of my business, because it is. And that's because I care about you a lot.
Come on, Desiree, stop it, please.
Please what? I shouldn't get involved? Oh, Mauricio. I tell you, it's a pity you won't let me help you organize your life, huh? Or at least your love life.
I think you have enough work organizing your own, and as I can see, it is pretty confused.
Now, that is something that can easily be cleared up. However, a trip to the beach is not going to solve the problems that you have with Carlota, Mauricio. Not the kind of problems that you and Carlota have. Because I know perfectly well that she doesn't understand you. And that is what you need above everything else. A woman who understands you and who truly loves you.
Desiree, where are you going with all of this?
Don't waste your time, Mauricio. A trip can create the illusion of solving problems. But it will only be an illusion. And when the trip is over, the problems come back, just as before. Mauricio, I think that you really shouldn't waste your time, and that is why I'm saying this. But of course, I know you're going to try anyway. But I will be here, waiting for you with open arms. And that's it.
So now that we're alone, are you going to talk? Explain what you said before about when you're on the trip, your problem here would disappear. Explain it to me.
Mom, please, forget it, will you?
No. I won't forget it. You said something. Now explain yourself. You tell me right now what you meant. Carlotica, I want you to tell me exactly what you're up to.
Fine, I'm gonna tell you. While I'm on my trip with Mauricio, Juana's gonna lose her baby. That way when I get back, nothing will bother me, okay?
They were jumping over the back wall, Salvador.
No, Salvador. They were not jumping the wall. They were climbing over the wall.
Hold on. You managed to see these men? Were they people from this neighborhood? Do you know them?
No, I didn't see anything from my room. No, we didn't see him either. None of us did. It was Nicholas who came running to tell us, Salvador, yes.
Yes, Salvador, and when we went to check in the back, the thieves had already gone, so we couldn't find them.
Yes, thanks to the racket that you were all making. Let's not forget that from upstairs, all I could hear was screams and screams and screams and screams and screams. Well, actually, it was Nicholas who spooked them. Yes, he was the one who saved us. Yes,
like I said already, when we went in the back there, they were gone.
Yes, you know Nicholas, right?
Yes. Did Nicholas... Did he see them? Could he identify them? Can he?
Look, you know something? It was too frightening, and I don't think that Nicholas can identify them. He must be terrified. It was really scary.
Well, I hope the scary part is over, Mom. 'Cause honestly, after the attempt on David... Well, could they be after us? Since that day, I've been very nervous. Salvador, can you find out who did this? Look, give me those pictures right now. Someone could come in here and find us talking.
Hey, if you're so scared, then go and buy a dog, okay? Don't blame me. You think I'm always crazy? Just hold on, relax.
Shut up and give me that.
Calm down. You're going to wrinkle them. Let me see what I brought you. Don't be mean. Come on, let me see it.
Listen, you are not going to see them, okay? So just get out right now. Get out. Fly out.
Of course I'm going. But not because you said so. I'm going because I want to. Get it? Huh? What a pain.
Bingo.
Tika, how on earth could you hire somebody to get rid of the photographer and her baby? You don't do things like that.
Well, Mother, I would have never done this, but now I will. Now I'm capable of doing anything in order to keep my husband.
No, my child, no. You can't get your hands dirty like that.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's something I inherited from my grandfather and you.
But darling, you leave me speechless. I'm amazed that you could put something like this together. You did tell me at the hospital that you wanted to get rid of the photographer and her baby, but once you didn't mention it again, I thought you'd forgotten the matter.
Well, no. Mom, no. Now, how can I forget something so important like getting pregnant bugs out of my way, huh? You know that Juana is the reason for my anxiety.
Well, yes, my darling, but you should have told me that's what you wanted. And I would have shown you all the ropes, you know?
Well, don't worry, because the work has already been ordered.
Oh, honey, but that's so dangerous. You have no experience.
Okay, fine, but there's always a first time, right?
Okay, that's okay. But tell me, who did you speak to? Where did you go?
Well, we don't have any reason to think that they were not robbers. But one thing is for sure. That wall is mainly decorative. So I think that it will be necessary to raise it. Put on it some kind of protection. I don't know. Maybe an alarm would be the best thing.
An alarm? We cannot even afford a broken glass. How can we dream of an alarm?
Listen, I could...
Hey, what is this, Salvador? First of all, we are not that poor because I have a job. What we have to do is to find someone to come and install one of the best alarms around, and we'll pay for it, that's all.
What I meant was that I know of someone who could start doing the installation for you and you can pay...
No. I don't want to hear another word. No. As soon as we have the money, we'll install the alarm. But meanwhile, what? Make the dog bark. Oh, wait. Let's see how useful it is. It's just a puppy. What do you expect? Oh,
okay. Hold it. Come on, everybody. Let's take a deep breath and try and figure this out, okay? And where's Manolito so that I can discuss this with him? You know?
Oh, how chauvinistic.
Anna!
Well, Salvador, you have to discuss that with me because I'm the man of the house now.
That you are... Forgive me. I'm still saying, did you have a fight with Manolito?
No, it's that he left the house. He doesn't live with us anymore.
Oh, what a pity.
And why is that? It was about time he spread his wings, you know.
Well, have no fear, okay? No fear. I will take care of everything. I will send a patrol to check the area tonight, okay?
Salvador.
Take it easy.
Thank you, Salvador. Salvador, I thank you so much. If it wasn't for you.
Who would know? He's so efficient. He's always ready to help you, isn't it? Tell me if he's not.
Very well. I don't know if I made the right decision. But here I am. There's no going back. Try to do the best you can. I guess this had to happen soon, right? So, I've got to control this urge within me to run away.
Hey, tell me, don't you think that Salvador got a bit worried when he heard that Manuel Ramon had left?
Worry? No, Grandma, don't exaggerate. It's just that men think that only they can protect women, that's all.
Yes, but the thieves are men too, and they have the same mentality, so when they see a bunch of women on their own, there they go again.
Ah, Grandma, please. Besides, my uncle didn't escape from this house or run away. He moved in with Enriqueta because he loves her, because he's in love with her and wants to live with her. That's all.
If he loves her so much, why doesn't he marry her? Usually, when people cohabit, the aftermath is always sour. If he wants to do the right thing, he should do what is expected of him.
Listen, Grandma, you're just saying this because you know perfectly well that if Manolito comes and tells you that he's getting married to Enriqueta, you just fall down and have a heart attack.
I'm going out. I'll be right back. Wow. And why are you going looking so nice? Oh, boy. It seems to me that your mother is up to something.
Yes, I know. She's up to something, I know.
Manuel, I arrived home on time like we agreed on. And I'm so thrilled that we're going to be sharing this apartment together. Manuel? Manuel, please, will you come out to greet me? Manuel, please stop hiding. Why didn't you put your things away, huh? Manuel? I wonder where he went.
Mother, don't get on my case, please.
No, I'm going to get on your case because you're very important to me. Too important. And I do not want you getting into trouble for the things you shouldn't do. Why didn't you ask me?
Mom, things need to be done when the opportunity presents itself. If you think about it, nothing gets done.
Well, no, darling. It's not enough to just do it. You need to do it right without leaving any evidence. Do you understand me? You just went out there and hired God knows whom to make sure Juana miscarries the baby? And you just stand there? What were you thinking?
What is up? I don't know why you are surprised that I apologized to Mauricio. We've always been close friends and there is nothing strange in me apologizing, is there?
If you say so, then that's how it is.
No, that's how it is. Besides, I told him to try to save his marriage to Carlota. I even advised him to take a short trip with her.
Please, Armando. It's like pinching a little boy when he's already crying. Forget about it. There is no possible reconciliation between Carlota and Mauricio. That relationship is dead, Armando.
Look, Desiree, I'm going to ask you for a favor, please. Don't be so drastic and negative.
Look, I'm none of those things, Armando, and that's the truth. Mauricio has to forget Carlota and vice versa. And you, instead of advising them on some nonsense, you should rather motivate him into focusing on the magazine and to concentrate all his energy into getting back its prestige and honor. In fact, I am willing to help him with everything. And if I have to, I'm going to go wherever he is and get him to come back and take charge of things over here.
You stopped talking as soon as I entered.
Ah, because it was just, women talk,
Yes, dear. Just imagine that my mum was telling me about when she went with my father to Margarita Island. They went to one of those deserted beaches, and you can imagine what they were doing. The rascals.
Ah, Carlotica, stop saying such things in front of my son-in-law. You're embarrassing me. Please stop it, okay?
Who cares? My love, look, I got the tickets. I'm so happy, and I know you are too, right? Oh.
No, he couldn't have left. Why did he leave his things behind? Oh my God, I don't understand. I wonder what he's got in there. What if I open his bag? Maybe I'll find the answer I'm looking for. Enriqueta, please, you don't have the right to look into his belongings. What if he's left? Well, no, I'm not sure of anything now. He probably left, period. He thought it over. Fine, Enriqueta, look for an answer or you die of a nervous attack.
What's this? What's going on, Enriqueta? You confuse your purse with my bag?
Okay, people. That's the way to keep the rhythm. That's right. Very good. Keep it up. Breathe. And exhale. There we go.
That's right, folks. Keep the rhythm. Don't want you to miss a beat.
Concentrate and keep the rhythm. Come on, come on. Keep going, keep going.
What? Are you scared? Besides being a liar, you're also a coward. The old broad, and I'm proud of it. Don't forget, ladies, if you go to bed with a baby who is a coward and he's not wearing diapers, you'll wake up in a wet bed, which is even worse. Here!
Oh, Manuel, please, forgive me. I was simply trying to look through your things.
Trying what, Enrique? To find out my whereabouts? No, you were not trying. You were doing it without hesitation.
Manuel, no. I swear that
Don't swear anything. I saw you, Enriqueta, going through my things without my permission. What's this?
Manuel, I swear. I was just looking through your things for...
What? You were trying to see if I was inside the bag? Is that what you're saying? Enriqueta, honestly, what a disappointment. What is this? I thought that you were the type of woman capable of understanding that having a relationship doesn't give you the right to invade your partner's privacy. I would never do that to you.
You're right, Manuel, of course.
No, but I made a mistake, Enriqueta. I made a big mistake because you have turned out to be just like all the other women. You said, yes, this guy is coming to live in my house, and of course I have all the right in the world to go through his things so that he gets used to it. Hey, Anna Maria, what a childish behavior.
You think this is childish? Let me rephrase what you said. Wasn't I an old broad?
Look, these things must be discussed in private. You didn't have to come here and embarrass me in front of everyone.
Is that right? But it was all right for you to embarrass me in front of my daughter, right? You know what? That was the most stupidest thing you could have done. No, the most childish. It was sheer stupidity on your part. You know, I can't find the words to use on someone as idiotic as you, who has to use a big lie in order to get a woman to go to bed with him. You are pathetic. You must be very desperate. Honestly, look at you. You think that you are God's answer to women? The women here? You must be joking. Keep on dreaming, my dear young man.
Brandy? Hi, love. How are things with David this morning?
Good, good. But he was a bit surprised that you left.
Brandy, I had to be in school. I've not been to the hospital today.
Are you going to stay with him tonight too?
You know, he needs a lot of support. We have to be with him. We have to be with him supporting him.
Sure. We have to give him a lot of support. Look, Juana, I have to let you go. They're trying to locate me, okay? Talk to you later.
Hey there. I miss you. Don't abandon me, okay?
Why'd you have to be my best friend?
Yes, mother, yes, she's pregnant. For the last 20 minutes we've been talking about the same thing, and the only thing that concerns is whether she's pregnant or not.
My dear, that's not just something small.
Mother, we're talking about a good woman. And as far as I know, that's not just something small.
I don't doubt that, but her life is complicated and you're still too young. Look, you will find another woman and then another one and so on until you find your life companion.
Is that what your book of rules says?
No, dear. That's what life says. It also says that raising another person's child is a losing situation.
Oh, Mom, please. On the contrary, I believe that it's an act of solidarity. You know, noble action.
But dear, I have to be honest with you and tell you what I think. If that girl is expecting a child of another man, you have to forget her immediately because you will always be at the losing side.
Yes, Carlota brought me a suitcase and Jose went shopping and got me some clothing and bathing suit. My mother Carlota asked him to buy them for me.
Great. You seem happy.
Of course. I'm hoping today goes by so fast. So that we can leave. Are you going to swim with me in the sea?
Yes, yes. And I can even teach you how to fish.
Really? That's cool!
Well, Raphael, what matters is that we all make the effort to have the very best of times. And also for Carlota to get better.
Aren't you very happy about this trip, Dad?
Me?
Yes. I'm very happy and so is Carlota. But I don't think you are very happy about it, Dad.
No, it's only that I am a bit tired because of work. But no, Raphael, don't worry, I'm fine.
I didn't say anything to Carlota that we saw Juana. Well, because you know that when anyone mentions her name, she gets upset.
It's okay, Raphael, it's okay.
You still love Juana, right?
Oh, gee, boss. This is the least job I expected. Mr. Francisco stinks.
Don't complain. We're on the right track.
Well, when it's a matter of getting everything out of your way, I don't care what I do. You can count on me.
Thank you, Camacho. We are about to find out how a person's life can be ruined without even killing him.
It's like killing two birds with one stone.
Mauricio is going to be found responsible for these bones. Life's like that, you know. He's going to jail. So, Camacho, just dig. Dig and get Francisco's bones from out of there. But be careful, will you? Because this is the little tree we're going to plant on Mauricio.
This tree is going to give out bitter fruit, isn't it, boss?
You don't have to carry that responsibility for the rest of your life. You don't know how it feels to have your own child. You have no idea what it takes to take care of some other man's child.
Mom, sometimes you're so cruel.
David, tell me something. Is that girl in love with you?
Well, Mom, what does that have to do with her virtues?
My dear, that's an easy question to answer. Does she love you the same way you love her? Tell me.
Yes, it was a big surprise to see the way you reacted. I never thought that you'd get like that, and I know that I don't have the right to go through your things, but Manuel, please, I did not do it to find out anything or to invade your privacy, not at all. I was simply worried. I didn't know where you were, and I don't know where I even got that stupid idea that I'll find the answer in your things.
My God, Enriqueta, you have to believe me. I'm very sorry. I should never have reacted in such a violent way. I was so rude. I swear I don't know what came over me. Well, I do know. I was blinded and I said ugly, hurtful things. I said things I know you don't deserve, Enriqueta.
Oh, Manuel, that's okay. Listen, don't worry, okay? What matters is that it's
No, Enriqueta. It's not over. It's happening. And it's important that we discuss this so that we can fill up this hole in this road that is before us. I need to ask you to forgive me, and depending on if you do so or not, then we can go ahead with what we've always wanted, ahead with our goals, our dreams. Enriqueta, in the name of this infinite love I have for you, I ask you to forgive my terrible behavior. If you do not forgive me, I cannot continue to be at your side. I'll have to just walk away and...
Oh, please, don't worry. I don't want you to worry, okay? I forgive you, okay?
Come here, listen to me. It has not been easy. It has not been easy at all for me to make this decision, especially knowing that my mother doesn't understand why I had to do it. It has not been easy, Enriqueta. Not for either one of us.
Son, it is not good to stay out so late, huh?
Gee, dear father, what are you doing here at this time?
I was waiting for you. You see, I have lost something that is very important to me, and I thought that my dear first son, the favorite grandson of his maternal grandfather, might have it.
Look, Dad, I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me refresh your memory, son. You see, I lost the gun that I used to get rid of Desiree's husband. You wouldn't happen to have it now, would you?
You're leaving on a trip after all, huh?
Yes, Auntie, I think it's the best thing to do.
I don't know. I'm not so sure about that.
Well, Juana and I discussed it. And, you know, Auntie, after what happened to Carlota and Rafael, and now this thing with David, it's been too many tragedies.
What happens, my dear, is that I believe many more tragedies will occur.
More?
My dear, when one part of the universe conspires so that two people are united, the other part tries to separate them.
Oh, Auntie, you know that I don't understand those things you say. I get confused. Believe me, all I know is that Juana is the most important person in my life. And precisely because of that, I don't want any more tragedies to happen around me or to the people I care for.
I wish that my predictions were false ones, my dear. But the thing is that everything happens because Juana and you want to be together, but you are not. Gosh! What was that?
What is it?
There was a shadow that just went by.
Could the lady have seen me? I think Mr. Mauricio was there too. You, Mr. Dead, you have to be quiet. If not, I'll have to kill Mr. Mauricio. You just keep quiet. Silence, huh?
Is anyone there? Who's there?
Are you sure that the gun is not in your office?
As sure as you are.
Look, Dad, I really don't have any gun. In fact, how could you get that idea in your head? Please.
My instinct as a father, I guess. But you know that instinct is not invincible. It can be annulled. I can forget that you are my son.
Psst. Well, Dad, what are you trying to tell me?
I'm telling you not to lie to me. Because if I later find out that you had that gun, I really don't know how I would react.
Yes, of course. Well, Dad, anyway, that wouldn't be the first, don't you think?
Don't dare me. If you have that gun, give it back to me. Return it right now.
Look, Dad, leave me alone. I do not have anything.
Alfredo, listen carefully. What you are gambling with here is more than a fight with your father. You're finding an enemy.
Is anybody out there? Who's there? Come out, please!
Mauricio, be careful.
Are you sure you had someone out there? Because I did not see anyone.
But of course, well, I saw something like a shadow go by.
Well, I don't know. I think I'll go and check it out.
I'd rather you don't. That can be very dangerous.
I know. Where's the flashlight?
Next to the door.
I'll be right back.
Is determined to ruin everything. I'll place a couple of bullets in his forehead if he finds me.
I've been all around the garden. There's no one there.
Well, then maybe I made a mistake.
You think so?
Wow, dear, with everything you're going through, then maybe I'm seeing ghosts.
Maybe. Maybe so. And the night is dark too, and that's why I could not see anyone.
Of course, maybe it was a bed.
Or maybe a bat.
Yes, that too.
Well, okay, there's nothing out there. Relax. Relax.
This is a very nice place for you. Isn't it, Mr. Francisco? You stink so bad. But this place is nice. Better than the other. It's in high ground. Better view, flowers, and even an aloe vera plant. Oh, Mr. Francisco. Well, it's because it is night time. But you just wait till the daytime comes and you will feel close to heaven. Oh, Mr. Francisco.
The medicine is making him sleepy. Rest, David. Don't fight it. You just have to rest.
It's just that I don't want to leave you alone.
He's exhausted. The tension has taken its toll on him. You're very patient when taking care of him. Thank you. I appreciate it. No, it's nothing. You don't know all the things your son has done for me. This is the least I could do. I'm glad you're going to stay here, you know, to spend the night with him because, well, with me, in my house, well, it seems like, well, they're starting to get upset. You know how moms are.
Yes, we are what we need to be, and soon you'll be a mom.
Yes. Well, I heard that you only know what it means to be a mom when you finally have your own children.
You're just like David described you. He talks all the time about you. Did you know that?
That's so embarrassing.
Well, with that desire that David has in assuming the paternity of your baby, I want to ask you a question, even though I don't mean to be rude. Did the father reject the baby?
And things changed in this house the moment that Manuel Ramon went out of that door. And not only that, things have changed in this neighborhood too. Did you hear that someone entered Patrica's house precisely because there are only 2 women in that house? Mother, I don't believe Patrica, please. Well, my dear, that's your problem. I will not wait for something to happen to believe. I will definitely check my patio, and if the need arises, I will check the entire house.
Aunt Susana, please forgive me, but I think my cousin is right. I think everybody in this neighborhood knows you very well.
Oh, really? And who is going to assure me that there are not people from this neighborhood who want to hurt us, huh? Precisely because they know that we are all alone. But that's enough, you understand me? Enough! I will continue to check my house. If you want to help me, fine. If you don't want to, fine. I will do it alone.
Excuse me if I was a bit rude, but I don't understand that idea David has because he always talked about having children, his own children. You know what I mean, right?
But of course. Who wouldn't be surprised that a man wants to take off some other man's child?
Please, I didn't mean it like that.
No, don't worry. You don't have to be so concerned. I just want to tell you that this idea is David's idea. It has never been my idea, you know. And you know why? Because I don't want to make David responsible for anything, much less my son. I don't want to do that because I'm here, Mom. And it's because your son has been splendid towards me. And the least I can do is to respond in the same manner.
Well, David told me you have a temper.
Yes, great. Then I don't have to explain anything to you, right? And I want to tell you, Madame, that I call it character, not a temper. And if after this best of emotions, after this explosion, you don't want to see me next to your son, then I feel sorry for you. Because I promised David that I will help him. I am going to be with him until he gets better, come hell or high water, okay? Good evening.
I am trying so hard to be at peace.
Resignation is a type of personal suicide. Excuse me for being so blunt, but it's true.
You are always so direct about things.
My dear, I can see that you want to kill your feelings, that you want to hide your happiness, and on the other side, there is someone who wants to kill you, and you know very well who it is.
Auntie, please drop the subject, will you? I cannot go on and blame anyone when I don't have any proofs.
But you have to do something, Mauricio. What makes you think they won't try again?
Well, all I have done is to be very frank with Rogelio in front of everyone. That way, I have many witnesses that can confirm my suspicions against him. Besides, I've complained to the police.
Yeah, sure. And when have you seen the police do something?
Well, Auntie, Salvador is a really good guy. Besides, I have heard he's an honest cop. And when I talked to him about it, he was very interested.
I hope so, my dear. I hope so. I cannot continue feeling like this, thinking that something is going to happen to you.
You are in charge of looking after Juana and David. If anything happens to them or if they need something, let me know immediately.
Finished. I've planted the tree of problems. Now, Mauricio, you have to pick the fruits that will take you straight to jail.
Well, David is alive, and that is what counts. We have to be optimistic and not sad.
Well, yes, if we look at it that way. Always see the positive side.
Look, there's something important, you know? You asked me to handle this discreetly, but to get things rolling, I really have to, question certain people about...
Sure, I suppose so.
And the first person will have to be your father-in-law.
Do what you have to do, Salvador. Whatever you must.
Where is Grandma? Oh, I don't know. Usually at this time, she's either brewing the coffee or outside watering her plants. But hey, wait a minute. You know what? I think she kept awake the whole night. But why? It wouldn't surprise me at all, believe me. What did I tell you? There she is.
My God, what's this?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
Believe it.
Oh, shh. She's snoring and all. Grandma.
Oh my goodness.
Grandma,
You scared
how long
me.
have you been sitting there? Oh God.
So you think that I am going to allow someone to come into my house just like that? No way, never.
Mother, nobody came here last night. The only one that was up was you. You were up all night. And you definitely fell asleep.
You stayed here all night watching Grandma? Oh, no, you were really something else.
Oh no, she's beginning to lose her marbles, that's all.
Then, we agree. It's full force.
Of course, Salvador. Thanks for everything. Let me walk you out.
No. Don't worry.
Nice fellow, Salvador.
Okay, my dear. We are ready. Shall we go?
Manuel left, it was because it was time for him to leave home. He wasn't kicked out and no one pushed him to do so.
Hurry! Help! Mrs. Azuk, there are two men trying to get in through the back. Hurry!
What?
But hurry! Don't you see that they're going to get in if you don't hurry? Hurry! Let's get some help, okay? Let's go! Hurry!
Look, there are no dogs in that house, but there's a little boy who has the loudest voice I've ever heard in my life.
Run, let's get out. Not that way. The police will come that way.
I am leaving on a trip, Desiree, so I will appreciate it if you kept an eye on things here at the office.
That means you're leaving on a trip with your wife, right? Carlota told me about it.
That's right. I'm going with Carlota and Rafael.
Right. Your son. And knowing the way you are, I can bet you're doing it more for his sake than for Carlota, right?
Well, are you going to jump or not?
Listen, my friend, is this a competition of who's going to jump first or what? Let's be fair. You jump now. If there are no dogs, then I'll jump after you.
Look, buddy, I'm going to hit you on your head so you react. What the heck is wrong with you? Move, man. Move.
Aunt Azucena, could it be that Manolito left because I forced him out of his bedroom, huh?
Oh, don't be silly, Rosita. We have been dealing with him for a long time, and it's not anything that you have done, believe me.
No one can feel guilty, and there are no excuses that count here. Juana, I would not say anything. You can say all you want.
And I will say it, Mother, without your permission, don't worry.
I think you have enough work organizing your own, and as I can see, it is pretty confused.
Now, that is something that can easily be cleared up. However, a trip to the beach is not going to solve the problems that you have with Carlota, Mauricio. Not the kind of problems that you and Carlota have. Because I know perfectly well that she doesn't understand you. And that is what you need above everything else. A woman who understands you and who truly loves you.
Desiree, where are you going with all of this?
Don't waste your time, Mauricio. A trip can create the illusion of solving problems. But it will only be an illusion. And when the trip is over, the problems come back, just as before. Mauricio, I think that you really shouldn't waste your time, and that is why I'm saying this. But of course.
Forgive me for telling you this, Desiree, but my trip, or the reason for my trip, is a personal matter. So I don't know. I don't see that this is any of your business. Don't you think so?
Here are the tickets the travel agency sent you.
This is the solution to my problems, Mom. And while I solve my problems over there, the other one will be taken care of. Here, in her own house.
And what do you mean by that?
Oh my goodness, this is so scary. But what did those thugs come to do in this house? I'm sure they realize that there's nothing to steal here. Mother, they didn't have to come inside to know that there's nothing to take here. Just by looking outside the house, they can tell.
Enough!
Oh,
silence! Can't you communicate like normal people and speak softly? Normal people?
Juana, don't argue with your mom or your grandmother or anything. We just went to a terrible scare. We scared a pair of thieves that were jumping in over the wall.
Yes.
That part of 3 sounds too many. What she means is that I scared them away.
A couple of thieves?
Yes, Nicholas saw 2 guys climbing over the wall in the back.
So you and Carlota are thinking that a little trip to the Caribbean islands is going to fix all the problems you have, right? Mauricio, you're not going to tell me again that it's none of my business. Because it is. And that's because I care about you a lot.
Come on, Desiree, stop it, please.
Please what? I shouldn't get involved? Oh, Mauricio. I tell you, it's a pity you won't let me help you organize your life, huh? Or at least your love life.